Right now at 10, over the last few weeks, violence has erupted around George Floyd Square, the plan to stop the problems. Plus, a shooting spree in Atlanta killed 8 last night. We bring you the latest details. And about 100 people gathered in Duluth today, calling an end to Asian hate crimes.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm John Cardinale. Thanks for joining us. Kristen is off tonight. Minneapolis police are working with federal law enforcement partners to stop the violence in and around 38th and Chicago Avenue. And the area is known as George Floyd Square, and it's been barricaded off from the rest of the city since George Floyd's death. Since then, dozens of shootings have happened in or near the area, and it's causing concerns for people who live and do business there. Reg Chapman explains the plan to stop the violence.
The barricades have separated 38th and Chicago from the rest of the city of Minneapolis since last May. For many, it's a place of mourning, healing, and remembering George Floyd. For others, it's become a place where gunfire is common and police are not welcome. Today, Minneapolis Police Chief Madaria Arredondo was putting the people who are behind the violence on notice.
Violence in any part of our city must be addressed, and those contributing to the harm of our neighborhoods have to be held accountable.
Chief Arredondo was enlisting the help of federal law enforcement partners to make sure residents and businesses in the area are free of fear and gun violence.
The FBI, the ATF, the U.S. Marshals, these are some of our closest and most capable federal law enforcement partners, and they will play a role in this initiative.
These agencies have already begun work with many in the community, using intelligence to figure out who is behind the violence so they can be stopped. The increase in shots fired and shot spotter activations in the area around 38th and Chicago have been substantial.
In 2019, there were 7 activations with about 33 rounds detected. In 2020 last year, there was 185 activations with over 700 rounds detected.
Okay, we're entering the 30th in Chicago.
Copy, entering 38th in Chicago.
Squads, don't go in there. We got the helicopter to watch them. Don't go in there. Too late, we're coming in. We're coming in. If they bail, do not chase them.
Do not chase if they bail.
Officers have been patrolling, but getting pushback. Chief Arredondo says those days are now over.
And what we do know is Chief Arredondo says the only way to keep people safe near 38th and Chicago is to open up that intersection. What we don't know is how soon it'll be done. About 100 people gathered in Duluth tonight to call for an end to anti-Asian hate crimes. The group met this evening at the Clayton Jackson McGee Memorial for a candlelight vigil. They say attacks against people of Asian descent have increased, especially during the pandemic. Organizer Pa Ku Lee says the murders yesterday in Atlanta spurred today's vigil. She says they wanted to take swift action to stand against hate.
We felt it was important for the community to come together to unite and demonstrate to ourselves and also to the rest of Minnesota and also to the rest of the nation that we stand with them. We stand together to support our Asian community.
Lee says she hopes more Asian members of the community feel safe to come forward and share their concerns. The suspect in the Atlanta area shootings that killed 8 people, 6 of them Asian women, has been charged with murder. As Zach Summers reports from Atlanta, police say it's still too early to rule out a hate crime.
The suspect in the shootings that left 8 people dead at 3 Atlanta area spas was charged with 8 counts of murder. 7 of the victims in Tuesday's deadly attacks are women. 6 are Asian. Authorities are working to determine if the rampage was racially motivated.
It may not be. It may be targets of opportunity. Again, we believe that he frequented these places in the past and may have been lashing out.
Police say 21-year-old Robert Long confessed to the killings, claiming to have a sexual addiction and wanted to eliminate temptations. The rampage comes during a wave of nationwide attacks targeting Asian Americans. The Atlanta Police Department released audio from a 911 call made from one of the spas.
A white male, what is he wearing?
I don't know, please come, okay?
Tonight, Long is being held at this detention center awaiting his first court appearance. On Wednesday, the mother of one of the victims expressed her grief.
Just pray for my family. Pray that we can get through this. She was my best friend and my daughter.
The shocking violence that took place over the span of about an hour was condemned across the nation.
Whatever the motivation here, I know that Asian Americans are very concerned.
President Biden was briefed twice about the killings and is waiting to learn more about the motive. When police finally caught Long, he was heading to Florida, where they say he told detectives he planned more shootings. Zach Summers, CBS News, Atlanta.
And in response to the attacks, police stepped up patrols in major cities, including Seattle, Los Angeles, and New York. Shifting gears now, we'll check in with Dave with the weather. And Dave, it's looking like a nice night out there tonight.
Yeah, it really is. We were expecting it to clear up, and it did just around sunset time. Now the sky is clear, and it's a calm night. And here's a live look at what's going on in Virginia near the old Thunderbird Mall. It's been 50 years now since they opened that. Back in '71, it was a pretty big deal to have a mall within 50 miles of Ely. It was like driving to New York City back in the day. And the driving looks pretty smooth tonight, though you can still see a couple little snowbanks on the side of the road. But the snow is melting off rapidly, and that rapid melt-off will continue as conditions just get warmer for the next couple of days. Tonight we can see the clouds thinning out as time has gone on, and that's setting us up then for a short-term forecast that says it'll be partly cloudy tonight, then mostly sunny during the day tomorrow. And around the lake here will be around 40 or so. Could be a bit warmer than that inland, but by Friday and Saturday and Sunday as well, we're going into the 50s. And so the long-term forecast says a warm spell is coming. I'll talk about how long it'll last with the entire 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Teens could be fueling Minnesota's slight increase in COVID cases. That's according to state health officials. About 6,800 new cases were reported in the last week. Around 10% of those were people between 15 and 19. Experts say the risk for that age group increased when in-person learning and sports resumed earlier this year. They're asking everyone to keep wearing their masks and social distance. 1 year ago today, the governor of Minnesota and Wisconsin ordered shutdowns of bars and restaurants. On St. Patrick's Day of 2020, Dublin's Irish Pub in Duluth served up food boxes to go. Owner Mike Maxim says during the initial shutdown, they couldn't keep any employees. Now people can dine inside once again, and employees are back, but it was a long road to now.
There's different segments, that we went through: lockdown, non-lockdown, quarantined at home, out and about. Just kind of so many phases to the year. It's been a little surreal for sure.
Several Minnesota business owners are asking lawmakers to change state law, making PPP loans exempt from their taxable income. The bill passed the Minnesota Senate last week, but has not yet cleared the House. As COVID cases increase in the community, the Ely School District is asking for everyone's help keeping kids in the classroom. In a Facebook post, the district announced 3 positive COVID cases within their school community. 3 groups of students now have to quarantine. The district is asking families to do their part to slow the spread, including tightening their social circles and limiting interactions. They're also asking people who feel sick to stay home and get tested. A bill authored by a Northland lawmaker would invest $120 million in expanding Minnesota's high-speed internet access. Representative Rob Eklund, a DFLer out of International Falls, said the pandemic has only magnified an already existing need. He hopes what would be one of the largest broadband investments in state history will help get people connected.
If we pass this bill in some form, and I don't know if we'll get the whole $120 million, and then with some of the money, some of the things that the federal government's done in these latest COVID-related bills, I think we'll be pretty close to providing the broadband we need. Right now, Minnesota's got 157,000 households that are unserved.
A House committee heard the bill today and now moves on to the Ways and Means Committee. Northland education leaders gathered today to celebrate women. St. Scholastica, Lake Superior College, Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College, and UW Superior hosted a roundtable discussion. Leaders from all of those schools celebrated women in higher education and talked about how to draw more women to the field. They also wanted to help people see there's more to women's identities beyond just their gender.
When do we tap women on the shoulders and encourage them to go into positions, get their master's degree, their doctoral degrees, apply for positions, to encourage them to advance their careers and to help them understand some of those barriers they're facing? And
30% of college and university presidents nationwide identify as female. 4 out of 6 colleges in the Twin Ports have women in leadership positions. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, musicians all across the Northland have missed playing for crowds, while you may be able to see a concert soon. Next.
15 below is our record low from 1941. Of course, we've shaken off our cold snap a couple weeks ago. Is another one coming our way for the week ahead? Frankly, no. It's a warm spell easing towards us, and I'll talk about how long it will last coming up after our break.
Local news and local weather here on CBS 3.
Healthy Systems USA Spring Sale. Save $200 off our 2-month weight loss program. That's less than $7 per day. Save $200 and lose up to 30 to 50 pounds by summer. Call us today or order online.
You got the gear, but do you have the internet to power it? Go full speed. Get extreme internet starting at $19.99 a month for a year. Show your tech some respect and see what it can really do with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, powerful in-home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. Get extreme internet starting at $19.99 a month for a year and get ready to go full speed. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
I protect this house every time I step on the ice. J3 Insurance protects my house, my family, and everything important to me 24/7. Visit or call J3 Insurance today and protect what matters to you.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe,
it's great to know Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
The 2021-22 school year is right around the corner, so mark March 18th on your calendar for the Bayview School Kindergarten registration. Last names A to L come on down from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and M through Z from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Register for the future class of 2034.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched.
I switched for more room.
I switched for my family.
For adventure.
We love our Chevy.
I switched to Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Get a $4,250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Healthy Systems USA Spring Sale. Save $200 off our 2-month weight loss program. That's less than $7 per day. Save $200 and lose up to 30 to 50 pounds by summer. Call us today or order online.
Get local vaccine information all at CBS3Duluth.com. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, this weather picture comes out of the Eagle's Nest area in between Sedan and Ely, and it comes from Kurt Soderberg. Long distance shot. I zoomed it in a little bit here. Oh, 3 poor waterfowl waiting for ice out, standing around, passing the time. It looks like 2 swans and a Canada goose. It could be. It might be a lighting trick. With the Canada geese, they've always been plentiful up there. But the swans are coming back, and that's a fascinating thing to see when you see those white birds out on the open water. Well, with warmer temperatures coming our way, I don't know if we'll have open ice water coming around next week, but it'll help speed on the process. I'll talk about this warm spell in just a bit, but first, let's, of course, look at the current conditions coming in from Duluth International. It's 35, 67% for the humidity, north wind 7 miles per hour, and air pressure creeping upwards, 30.17 inches of mercury, and now it seems to have enough push to clear up most of the clouds in the sky, and so we're setting up for a sunny and mild and warm period here all the way through Saturday. Current temps 27 to 33 from Ironwood to Watersmeet, and in northwestern Wisconsin, the range seems to be 32 in Ashland to 36 in Hayward and all the other towns in between. A lot of 34s from LaPointe to Hayward to Solon Springs, and that spills across the border towards Cloquet and Moose Lake. And Silver Bay too, 36 Two Harbors, upper 30s Eveleth, mid-30s towards Hibbing, lower 30s Grand Rapids, and mid-20s International Falls. So that's a sign of where we'll go tonight. Most low temps likely will be in the 20s around our region. And the Doppler map right now shows the clouds from earlier in the day dissipating and moving away as higher pressure settles in, and also the low that helped create these clouds is moving farther to the south. And that is the potent low pressure system that's bringing stormy conditions to folks in the south. Right now, the big line of storms is in Alabama, and folks there are facing tornado warnings and all sorts of nasty weather they have to watch out for. Up here in our neck of the woods with that high taking over, we're watching for sunny conditions from Thursday through Saturday. Sunny and 40s tomorrow, and into the 50s as early as Friday. Maybe Sunday things start to dial back towards the 40s and clouds go back up, and we do get a rain chance Sunday afternoon. That could stick around for a couple of days. Days I'll show you with the 7-day right now. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps. They could go from the low 20s inland to even the low 30s by the lake. For Wisconsin and Michigan, about 27 to 30 there. And for tomorrow with sunshine, Wisconsin and the UP should run from 40 to 46. The normal's 35. Minnesota just might go from the upper 30s right by the lake to upper 40s farther inland with sunshine and a gusty northeast wind. Extended forecast, sunny through Saturday. 50 comes around even for Duluth and Superior on Friday. Goes to the mid-50s Saturday, stays in the 50s through Monday, John. But clouds start to go up Sunday, like I mentioned. 40% chance for showers, 50% chance of showers Monday, 60% chance for perhaps a soaking rain on Tuesday, back to showers by Wednesday.
Well, not too bad of a forecast we got here. Definitely a nice looking weekend and a little bit of rain next week, but I think we need the rain.
You know, we do. We're suffering a moisture deficit. So if we can get some more within reason, that'd be great.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Dave. After a year of playing to empty seats, Minnesota musicians are ready to meet their audience in person once again. Thanks to relaxed COVID restrictions, soon they can. And that includes the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra. CBS 3's Natalie Grant explains why the relaxed restrictions are music to their ears.
This past year has been one for sacrifices. For some, live music is what they miss the most.
We tried to imagine that, we're hearing the virtual applause after a piece.
The Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra understands the importance of a live show. Over the past year, they have worked to bring their performances to living rooms across the world virtually. Now, with loosened restrictions, they're ready to be back in person.
But we know that our audience is craving the return to live in-person experiences. Being at a venue, seeing musicians live, experiencing something that's one of a kind is extremely important and extremely lovely and beautiful. And we do not want to get away from that as the first thing that we put out.
Orchestra Executive Director Brandon Van Weyenberg says after April 1st, they can host 500 people compared to 1,400 pre-COVID. And although it's not back to normal, music director Dirk Meyer says any crowd plays a key role in the experience.
Because it makes a huge difference for performers on stage. If you have no audience whatsoever, you don't have that sort of interchange with your audience, and it's very difficult to sort of get the tension that you need and the adrenaline going that you need if there's just nobody there.
Van Weyenberg is just thankful. Loyal audience members have kept their head above water over the past year, letting them stay out of debt and keep playing through the pandemic.
We know that we will get through this. We know that we will return back to the stage in full force with our musicians, and cannot wait till the audiences to join us.
Supporters paid $10 and often more for the virtual concerts. The DSSO also received COVID relief funding, which helped them stay afloat. The DSSO's next show is Saturday at the Deck. Tickets are available to watch them in person or virtually. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a new online tool is helping local youth. What it aims to do, coming up.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Well, if it isn't Big Hearty, you fixin' to sauce me up? Sick those beefy twins on this cheese hound? Scrap Big Mac, go play with your extra toy bun. The adults are getting meaty.
The Big Hearty, part of the buy one, get one for just $1 deal. Feed your happy.
Ready?
No.
No. No. You ready? Yes. Are you ready to go to sleep for real?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses.
Yeah.
Very good. And one more for good luck.
Shop Arrowhead Supply now and get some of our most popular stressless designs for less. Save $500 on a stressless wing recliner in our best-selling Paloma grade leather and up to 20% on select sofas now.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra. Step up to GMC and get over $5,200 purchase cash on 2021 Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Or current eligible GMC owners get $5,500 purchase allowance.
Visit your Lake Country GMC dealer.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store. Or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Well, if it isn't Big Hearty, you fixin' to sauce me up? Sick those beefy twins on this cheese hound? Scram, Big Mac, go play with your extra toy bun. The adults are getting meaty.
The Big Hearty, part of the buy one, get one for just a buck deal. Feed your happy.
There is some positive breaking news. We've got a lot of important new information for you and your family.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
A new tool is connecting young people in Duluth to after-school opportunities. The tool is called the Youth Program Finder, and it allows students, parents, and educators to find free or low-cost after-school and summer programs. A partnership between the Duluth Community School Collaborative and other local organizations made the website possible. If you'd like to use the tool, we have a link on our website. A family-owned business is moving into an empty department store in Two Harbors. Scott and Jensen Seagren own Seagren's True Value Hardware. They're planning to move into the former Shopco hometown store on 7th Avenue this spring. The Seagren family hopes this will fill a void in the community after Shopco closed almost 2 years ago. That left Two Harbors with few options when it comes to household items at retail. The Seagrens plan to reopen the vacant building as Seagren's Home, Hardware, and Outdoors. They plan to hire up to 12 employees. And in sports, the Bulldogs women's hockey team is preparing for their Frozen Four game tomorrow, and it's postseason time for boys high school basketball as well. Tom Hansen joins us with sports coming up next.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $400 a month as a new donor while saving lives. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and iGive rewards points. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get up to $5,000 in total savings on the all-new 2021 F-150, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Please
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a COVID community coordinator.
We all want to get back to normal as soon as possible, so please help us stop the spread by doing the right things to protect ourselves and others.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
The biggest free boat show has been extended at Link Wreck, with over 100 new and used boats and Mercury engines on display in our heated indoor showroom. With $1,000 instant savings, like the StarCraft Stealth 166 DC, you save over $9,000. Something for everybody, something for every budget.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Minwax makes it so easy to make wood beautiful. Once you get started, you won't want to stop. Keep on finishing with Minwax, America's #1 selling interior stain. Get it at Menards.
So much time at home. I need new furniture.
Dylan, it's Slumberland's Build Your Room sale. Look what you can get for just $20, $30, or $40 a month. How about a dining room for just $20 a month?
I'm more of a pizza in front of the TV kind of guy. Recliners. I've always wanted a couple of those.
How about two of these for just $30 a month when you spend $1,800 and pay no interest for 5 years?
Well, hello, Slumberland. Tomorrow afternoon, the UMD women's hockey team will drop the puck on their 8th Frozen Four appearance in program history, a stage that has been very kind to them in the past. The Bulldogs own an 11-2 all-time record in the Frozen Four, including a 6-1 record in semifinal games. That equates to the highest Frozen Four winning percentage of any team in the country all time. However, this is the first time that a Maura Kroll-led UMD squad has gotten to this stage since she took over the program in 2015. Kroll says they're aiming for a fast start against Northeastern with hopes of getting their offense going sooner than it did against Colgate in the quarterfinals.
I try not to get too future focused on what ifs, to try to stay in the present, see where our team is at, see where we're thriving. I think we showed a pretty good defensive game the other night, better than pretty good. Really good defensive game the other night, so I expect that to continue. And I know our offense is dying to put some pucks in the net here at the tournament.
I think a big focus of ours is to come out and have a really good start and put a lot of pressure on them right away. And hopefully that will lead to more offense right away. And then obviously always having good D zone and playing gritty in the D zone is kind of our style of play. So.
Game time against Northeastern tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. You'll be able to watch that on ESPN3. The high school basketball playoffs opened in Minnesota tonight. For many teams, it's a chance at redemption from a 2020 season that was cut short, including the Esco Eskimos after their run in the 7AA playoffs was canceled due to COVID-19. Esco is the 4 seed in 7AA this year, hosting Proctor in the first round tonight. Pick things up late in the fourth quarter. Eskimos are up by 8, just under 4 to go. Cade Berger dishes it to Riley Fisher. The senior completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Proctor, desperation mode. A turnover led to this. Fisher again all the way to the basket. He had 19 points. Eli Blue led all scorers with 20. Esco moves on with a 62-46 win over Proctor tonight. They'll get International Falls, who upset Evelyn Gilbert as a 12 seed tonight. And Moose Lake Willow River took down Greenway. They'll host Piers in the next round. Elsewhere, the number 2 seed Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers opened up postseason play against Mesabi East at home tonight. Hilltoppers were in control for most of this one. Mason Booz, all 3 of these, they led safely in double digits. And of course, it's playoff basketball, so no letting up, making his mom and dad proud. Smooth finish with the left hand. Giants kept fighting, though, all the way to the end. Cody Falstrom there with the rebound and the putback for the Giants, but the Toppers were too much. Alex Olson adds another from long range. Marshall is moving on 97-64. They'll host Crosby Ironton in the next round. Speaking of the Toppers, Ben Peterson has a long, impressive baseball resume. A state champion with Duluth Marshall back in 2019, a Division I baseball recruit to the University of Missouri, then a Major League draft pick by the Baltimore Orioles, and today the list got even longer. Peterson is officially signed with his hometown Duluth Huskies. The former Hilltopper ace will be playing his summer ball at Wade Stadium in the Northwoods League. In his 3 starts at Mizzou, he didn't allow a single hit to left-handed batters, limited all opposing hitters to a 174 batting average. The Huskies, by the way, open up their season on May 31st. And finally, the Bucks did more than just acquire P.J. Tucker today. They had a game against the top team of the East. That's the 76ers right now. Bucks up by 3 late. Furkan Korkmaz, yeah, he sends the game into overtime with a corner 3, but the Bucks put him away after that. 32 points, 15 rebounds for Giannis Antetokounmpo, including this one late. Milwaukee wins it in overtime, 109-105. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back right after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. If you're 50 or older, ask your doctor about screening options.
6-year financing has been extended at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. Plus, get free shipping. Extended savings with extended financing for 6 years. Now at Home Furniture.
We switch.
I switched to Chevy. I switched for more room. I switched for my family, for adventure.
We love our Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Add another Chevy to your driveway. Get a $3,500 cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $1,250 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the Cetus Commercial Touchless Forehead Thermometer. The Instant Read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
It's snow removal season, and there's never been a better time to get into a John Deere compact utility tractor from Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, the local leader for the world's best tractors. Unbeatable financing, like 0% for 60 months, and additional cash savings up to $2,500. Let us get you into the right John Deere today. Get a $500 bonus when you trade in your competitor, and get more done in a John Deere. Visit any one of our Northland locations or learn more at northlandlawnsport.com.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, save big with a complimentary first month's lease payment on a new 2021 Camry. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get $300 off Tempur-Pedic's most premium mattresses. Plus, get no interest financing for 6 years, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. $300 off Lux Adapt, Pro Breeze, and Lux Breeze at Home Sleep Express.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
And before we go tonight, some scientists are worried there's no real insurance policy for life on Earth, and they want to create one. This is real interesting here. A team of engineers at the University of Arizona wants to build a sort of doomsday vault filled with seeds, sperm, eggs, and everything required to repopulate the species of plants and animals that live on Earth. Well, this sort of sounds like Noah's Ark. They're so worried about the world ending, they want to bury it on the moon. And that fear may not be without merit. A supervolcanic eruption 75,000 years ago led to a 1,000-year cooling period that some scientists think led to a drop in human diversity. Logistics for such an ark are complicated, Not only would it take 250 rocket launches to get samples from 6.7 million species to the lunar surface, the technology to keep it cold enough for long-term storage doesn't even exist yet. Well, Dave, we could only dream about that, and I don't even know if that is all important.
Well, there's a job for Space Force. They'll sort it out for us.
That's right. That's why we have them.
There. Exactly. All right, let's talk about Weather Force. That's really going on in the south right now with strong storms kicking up, severe thunderstorms right now in Alabama, the potential for tornadoes. But our weather up north is much more benevolent with high pressure bringing sunshine for Thursday through Saturday and a warm spell as well. 55 on Saturday could be the pick of the litter. Then a rain chance breezes in starting on Sunday.
All right, thanks, Dave. That's the news for now. Have a good night.
Aww.